Good morning, YouTube. Today is kind of a lazy day. I'm about to go take out the bike and go for a ride. I might go pro it, I might not. It's kind of cloudy and kind of looks like it's going to rain. But I wanted to throw out my thoughts and opinions on and give a hopefully mostly spoiler free review of Dave Chappelle's latest Netflix special. The one that has everybody up in arms and everybody completely and totally trying to get it off of Netflix. I watched it. Uh, I watched it twice, which is very rare for me when it comes to comedy because most of the time, since I already know the punchline of the jokes and everything, it kind of is pointless to watch it a second time. But I wanted to watch it a second time knowing how it ended. So, first and foremost, let's get this out of the way. I love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is absolutely amazing. I think everybody should go watch all of his specials on Netflix and teach these people that want it off of Netflix that they have no power. That being said, is the closer, I believe, which is the name of it. I'll put it hopefully right up here during edit. Is the closer his best work? No, not by a long shot. Is it good work? I would put it in the okay to good category, especially for Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is what a lot of people consider to be a master of comedy. He loves stand up comedy. He keeps returning to it. He positively, absolutely, 100% is one of the legends. Up there with Williams, Carlin, Pryor, probably a young Eddie Murphy. I wouldn't necessarily throw Rogan in to that category, but Rogan is good on his own account. But I wouldn't necessarily put him on the same level as like Chappelle, Pryor, Williams, and Carlin. Those guys are all masters of what they're doing. But sorry, I don't have a stand, so I'm using my hands to hold my camera. Anyway, on to the closer. Having watched it a second time, it legitimately looks and sounds like a man who had a horrible, horrible crisis. Not crisis. A man who had something terrible happen to one of his friends. And again, I'm trying to do this without spoiling too much of it. And he is working through it the only way that he knows how, and he is trying, like the Dickens, to attempt to figure out why this had to happen and why this happened. It is not his best work, like I said. It is a Dave Chappelle special. I think everybody should go watch it. Go watch it on Netflix. Borrow your friend's Netflix account. Just go watch it. Anyway, like I said, I think this. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this off the top of my head. So, like I said, I really think that this is somebody working through trauma the best way that he knows how. And for Dave, that is on stage in front of an audience telling jokes. He is a master storyteller. He is absolutely amazing. His one of my favorite bits is he starts out and he goes, this is not on the special, this is on a completely different special, but I'm going to give you an insight into, this is paraphrasing too, because I don't actually remember the exact quote, But I'm going to give you an insight into how I write jokes. I start with the punchline. And he said, I kicked her in the pussy. And then he starts out telling a story about how he was a kid growing up, got invited to this house, all about stovetop stuffing, and the punchline worked. It was amazing. So he's a master of his craft. I highly recommend you go watch it. Hopefully, this isn't too much of a spoiler, but something tragic did happen to one of Dave's friends, and go watch it and find out.